Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is my first official video where, I'm putting in some actual effort. And this video will be the first episode, 104, containing the first 6 hours of the mini-series I am trying to do, which is fishing for 24 hours. And first off is my fishing level. I am level 28, 28% of the way to fishing 29. And as I level up, I will upgrade my gear as it comes. Starting with my pets, for jerry fishing, I will be using a reindeer pet, and jerry fishing will be the majority of this video as it is the most profitable for me. And the second pet I will be using is a flying fish. Now, I did buy a level 101 when Derpy ended, and I've only used it once so far as I've been jerry fishing for the majority of this video. For my equipment set, I will be using whatever that says. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but each of the pieces give me +4 fishing speed, and it is the best I got, so that's what I'm using. For my magma rod, I will be using a pitch-in magma rod. It's pretty decently enchanted, but I probably won't be magma fishing that much in this video as it does not make me that much money. And for my Rod of the Sea, it'll be this. It's not as enchanted as my Magma Rod, but it does the job and it does it well. Now for my weapons that I'll be using to kill mobs, I will be using a Daedalus axe, as it is probably my best weapon. I have a Bouquet of Lies, but I'm not sure if it's better or worse, so we're just going to stick with the Daedalus axe. And for killing a large group of mobs, I will be using a Spirit Scepter, as it has a pretty decent, AoE attack. And for my armor set, I will be using 2/4 Shark Scale with Mugma Leggings and Slug Boots. They're not really enchanted at all, and I don't have any decent reforges on them because, they're all expensive. But that's what I'm using. And for jerry fishing, I will be using the Nutcracker set, as it is, better than Shark Scale when it comes to jerry fishing. In this next clip, I am going to the fishing spot that I will be in the most. Now there are already people here, and they spawned a Yeti. So I tried to get in there and loot share off of them. I didn't get anything, and then I decided to leave. Now, I am only 3 minutes into fishing for the first time, as you can see in the timer below, which does not make a return, I should say. I fish up a Yeti, and I kill it, but I do not drop anything. Now, only about 3 minutes later, I fish up another Yeti, and unfortunately, I do suffer the same fate as the first one, and I do not drop anything good. Here I fish up a Sea Emperor, but unfortunately I only get frags, but it's not that bad because they do sell for a decent bit at 600k per. Here in this lobby, 2 people joined me, and this guy double hooked Yetis, so, of course I had to try and loot share them, but I unfortunately got nothing. I wanted to buy a stack of walnuts from a guy so I can make Nutcracker armor, and as we were doing it, someone fished up a Sea King, but, didn't get anything from that, of course. But then I crafted the Nutcracker armor. It was pretty good, or it's pretty decent. It gives me a decent bit of magic find, and, one more sea creature chance, but it's better than, shark armor. And this is the loot I got from after an hour of fishing. Now, it's not that good, but it's pretty decent for my first hour. I'm going to keep those enchanted items at the bottom and the enchanted books, which you don't see, but I do put them in the chest afterwards. But I'm keeping the enchanted books, and everything else that's of value, I will be keeping and putting them in the chests to look after and keep until after the entirety of the 24 hours is up. And for hour 2, I decided not to use OBS to record the gameplay, and I used Shadowplay instead, which was a mistake because it was all finicky, and I could only record, or I could only clip the Yeti, one of my Yetis and one of my sea emperors. I fished up 2 sea emps and 2 Yetis in this second hour, but you can only see one of them. I didn't get anything from both, so yeah, still unfortunate. So this is the loot from hour 2. Not pretty similar to hour 1. It's nothing special, but it's not anything really that bad. Hour 3 started off with a lot of water hydras. I got 3 of them pretty quickly in succession from each other. Then someone fished up a rain drake, which was pretty nice. So I went out and did that. Took a couple minutes, but gave me a lot of presents, which was nice. And the last decent thing that happened in hour 3 was someone I was fishing with fished up a Yeti. I tried to loot share off of it, but I did not get anything good from it, which is unfortunate. Here's the loot from hour 3. I believe it is the best I've done so far, as I got 2 Luck of the Seas and then, Water Hydra Head, which usually sells for $1 million. So nothing much, but nothing too bad. Hour 4 started off with 2 rain drakes. Unfortunately, during the first one, my game did crash and I couldn't get back into the same lobby, so I had to rejoin another one. But then my luck prevailed and someone else fished up another lucky, or I should say, someone else's luck prevailed and fished up a rain drake. But hey. That second rain drake took an astonishing long amount of time, so I gave myself an extra 10 minutes in the end so I could use it to actually fish and not, kill rain drakes. I fished up a water hydra, and then something unexpected happened. After I killed this squid, I dropped my legendary dolphin pet, which was pretty exciting. I was not expecting it. And this is the loot from hour 4. I think it's the best loot I've gotten so far, just because of the dolphin pet. I do plan on selling it eventually, but we'll see if it's useful later on in the run. Hour 5 was a fishing festival. Foxy brought us a fishing festival, and I was fishing with a bunch of people from my guild. Now, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but it was a lot of we were just kind of fishing. We were letting the mob cap fill up, so I wasn't going to kill every single legendary mob I fished up instantly. So I kind of just put in, a compilation of me catching them. In the end, I got 3 or 4 great white shark tooths and a legendary megalodon pet, a blue fly fish, and a couple other things. And also, I should mention that I bought a level 100 flying fish before this festival started. Now, if you've made it this far, I want you to ignore what I said about hour 4 being my best one. This is probably my best one, if you don't count the dolphin pet, which I kind of don't, because it's not something I got from killing a legendary sea creature. My first catch was a Yeti, and I decide to equip my griffin pet, because it's the only pet that gives me an extra bit of magic find. And after I equipped it, I killed the Yeti, and I got the first 2 drops of any Yeti ever, other than a chunk of blue ices. And it was a hilt of true ice and a bobbin scripture. Then on my next Yeti, I did the same thing, and I got another bobbin scripture. And then unfortunately on my third and final Yeti, I did not drop anything. So yeah, but hey, 2 Yetis with drops is better than, you know, this entire 6 hours with no drops. This hour has been one of the more drier ones when it comes to the loot, but it's been a pretty good hour overall. If you made it to the end of the video, I'd just like to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode.